Hi, and welcome to the Infinity Garage, where we do the things that just about anybody can do. We just do a lot of it. Anyway, today I'm here to talk about a project that my son Nicodemus did. It is a coat rack made out of oak and railroad tie spikes. Now, right here we have the final product, where this is a solid piece of oak where he left in the rough cut saw marks to kind of make it give that railroad tie type look. And he took 3 railroad spikes, which you find very commonly in people's garages and stuff. People just find these things in their garages, and he took them and forged them and twisted them into shape to make a coat hook out of each one. And he stained it with a Danish oil to give it a nice dark finish to contrast the spikes, which he painted to give them more of a kind of a rusty look. And without any further ado, I'm going to let Nick explain to you how he did this. Have fun!
As far as the actual process of shaping the rail spikes shown here, it's as simple as propping one up while hot and striking heavily a few times. Now we need to remove the scale and whatever rust survived the heat. This time I am using a 60 grit flap disc, but if you want to preserve more of the texture, you could just as easily use a wireless wheel. Now on to drilling. 1/4 inch bit, 1200 RPM, cuts through like hot butter on pancakes. As for protecting these from rusting in the future, we need to paint the hooks. All I'm using here is some combination paint primer. We start with a piece of rough sawn 1x6 oak. I'm cutting it by hand in the attempt to leave a rougher edge, which works to an extent but is still a bit smoother than I would have liked. After this, as always, we need to sand it. In this case, we're only going to do 80 and 100 grit because we want to leave a significantly greater amount of the rough sawn marks. If we wanted to go smooth, we would want to sand this all the way down to 220 in my opinion. Once we've sanded until splinters are no concern, we mark where we want our hooks and 2 points to mount to the wall to go. For mounting, we want them to be 16 inches apart, and for our hook mounting points, we're going to only drill about 1/4 inch into the oak. This is going to allow for our screws to get a much better bite into the wood. Next, we finish the oak with walnut Danish oiler stain. This way it looks as though we finished it with creosote like an actual railway tie. And here we are at just about the end. Just have to attach the hooks with those mounting holes we drilled earlier. In this case, I'm using some relatively simple screws I found at the hardware store. And then it's ready for you to mount. I hope you enjoyed. If you have something you think I could have done better, go ahead and let me know down below. Or if you have something you think I could do better in the future, let me know down there as well. Now, hope you all have a good rest of your day. God bless.